Welcome to Healing Spirits. I'm Georgie and I've been teaching Kundalini Yoga here in Herefordshire for 5 years now to all ages, from babes in the womb to old souls and everybody in between. And Kundalini Yoga really is a wonderful technology for self-healing, for living life to your full potential. It brings more energy, it helps you to relax. And one of the wonderful things about it is that anybody can practice it. You can take it very slowly and gently. It can be done in a chair, or you can take it quite actively, and it can become sometimes quite aerobic and energetic. It really depends on your own mood, your energy levels, and your ability. And the purpose of this video is not to replace a class. Nothing really replaces the warmth and the healing space of a Kundalini Yoga class, where we come together to practice, and sometimes you can be challenged a little and go a little deeper, and there's always a homemade yogi tea at the end of the class, so you can stay and be quiet or perhaps make a friend. So there's a real sense of community as well in the classes. But this video is really for you to use at home to support your practice. Perhaps to do the whole class if you feel like it, and to give yourself a good long practice, or simply to take the wake up sequence for first thing in the morning for 10 minutes, or the warm up, or the kneeling sun salutation, or you may just want to use the meditation before you go to bed. I really recommend that you lie down and have a good rest after the yoga, whether it's 3 minutes or up to 11 minutes or more, to help your body restore and to help you absorb all the benefits of the practice. I hope you enjoy this video. Sat Nam. The way that we normally start a Kundalini Yoga class is by tuning in. We use a mantra, Ong Namo Gurudev Namo, and the words mean I honour the divine wisdom within and the consciousness or the light and the energy that surrounds me. And the reason that we chant this mantra before we start is just to open ourselves up to receive the wisdom of yogis passed down through the ages, thousands of years of wisdom, and to open up to listen to our own internal wisdom. So you may be comfortable to join in and chant, or you may just like to listen. And we say this mantra 3 times. If you choose to take just a small part of this film and practice that on its own, you may choose to tune in before you practice. So we just begin by rubbing our hands together a few times, just to create some energy, and then pressing your hands firmly together at the prayer pose with the thumbs resting at the sternum, rolling the shoulders back and lifting the elbows slightly, so you feel a stretch across the chest and the upper back. We normally practice Kundalini Yoga with our eyes closed. Whichever way you feel most comfortable is the most important thing to do. And if you do close your eyes, you might choose to roll them up and look just above the nose between the eyebrows to help you to go quietly within. Inhale. Exhale, and inhale to chant. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. And just relax your hands down on your knees, just pressing your thumbs and your first finger together and Guyan Mudra for calmness and wisdom. And take some time to listen to your breath, breathing deeply through your nose. Expanding your belly as you breathe in, and drawing your belly into your spine as you breathe out. Okay, so we're going to start by practicing the wake-up sequence, which is one of my favourite ways to start the day or to start a yoga practice. If you know Breath of Fire, then you use Breath of Fire for this sequence, but if you've never done it before, better just to do it with long deep breathing and come along to class to learn Breath of Fire. The first exercise in the wake up sequence is the stretch pose. So if you have never done it before, you need to take care of your belly and your lower back, as it can be challenging, but there are lots of easier versions, so anyone really can do it. The full stretch pose would be with your arms over your thighs, just tucking in the chin so that the back of the neck is long, making sure the lower back settles into the floor, and then lifting up from the upper body to look at your feet and lifting both feet off the floor, a few inches, about 6 inches off the floor. And if you know Breath of Fire, you would add Breath of Fire here. And if that's too difficult for you, there are lots of easier ways to do it. So you might want to start by bringing your hands under your bottom and then see if you can lift both feet off the floor. And if that's still a bit much, you just lift one foot off the floor for a while and then switch and change to the other side. With long, deep breathing, if you don't know Breath of Fire, filling up your belly as you breathe in, drawing your belly in as you breathe out. If it still feels a bit much, you may just lift up and look at your feet and breathe long and deep here. Or with Breath of Fire. And if your neck starts to ache a little bit, you might want to just rest your head on your hands with the elbows open without pushing against the neck, just to support the neck. And as you practice, it gets stronger and stronger in time. And then just lift one leg or both legs. Okay, so we'll try it again now, just choosing where you're going to put your hands. Take a deep breath in, tucking in your chin and lengthening the back of your neck. Long breath out as you press the lower back into the spine, engaging with your hips and pelvis. And inhale as you lift up the upper body, looking at the toes, lifting up the toes and continuing. Inhale deeply. Exhale as you relax your body down. Soften your belly and just breathe normally. And take a long, deep breath in. Long breath out. And now hug your knees into your chest and just start to rock backwards and forwards on your spine. inhaling as you go back and exhaling as you come up. And if it's too difficult, you can just lie on your back and rock from side to side, just massaging your spine. Otherwise, just enjoy this very invigorating rocking. And then bring yourself all the way up and just take a bit of time to sit and feel what you feel in your spine. Have a long, deep breath in, a long breath out. And now bring your arms up and out to the side, curling the fingers, stretching out the palms of the hands with the thumbs pointing over the top of the head. And again, if you're comfortable with breath of fire, breathing out through the nose as the belly comes in, relaxing the belly as the breath flows back into the body. You could carry on with breath of fire here, or you may prefer to do long, deep breathing. The breath of fire should not be done if you are menstruating or if you might be pregnant. And if the breath of fire doesn't feel comfortable, just stop and go back into long, deep breathing. This exercise is often known as the ego eradicator. The flexing of the thumbs helps to quieten the negative aspects of our ego selves, self-critical thoughts that hold us back. And when you practice it in this way, you're opening up your heart center, so it really helps you to live from your true self and with a sense of knowing who you are and rejoicing in who you are. Inhale very deeply, bringing your arms slowly up over the top of your head, touching your thumbs. Stretch out the palms of your hands, and as you exhale, slowly, slowly sweep your arms down, clearing your aura and just letting go of everything that holds you back from feeling at ease with yourself. Just giving it to the earth, relaxing there. Soft, relaxed belly. And just bringing your hands to the heart center and taking long, deep breaths to ground yourself. And there you have completed the Wake Up series. Great way to start the day, to invigorate your spine and to help you really carry out your day with a sense of purpose and calm and connectedness to yourself. We're going to practice what is really a classic Kundalini Yoga warm-up. And it can be done by anyone. It can be done sitting on a chair, or sitting on the floor with your legs crossed. If you want to use a block or a cushion just to help support the lower back, you would just put the back half of your bottom up on the block so that you're slightly tilted forward, and we'll have a chance to stretch out our legs as well. And the other wonderful thing about the Kundalini Yoga warm-up is that you can do it very slowly and luxuriously with long deep breathing, or if you've got really powerful breath and you want to go faster, then you can do it quite dynamically. So it really is up to you and how you're feeling. So just start by rolling your shoulders back a few times. Again, if you're comfortable, close your eyes, and you may like to look upwards above the third eye, to the third eye, above the nose, between the eyebrows, just to help you go within. With your hands resting on your knees, begin to breathe in as you move the upper body forward and around, and breathe out as you go back and around. Breathing through the nose as much as possible. Letting your shoulders be very relaxed, your face soft. And as you move, becoming very aware of the sensation in your spine, belly and chest. Breathing in on the way forward and around. Breathing out on the way back. We are awakening the energy, and the first and the second chakras, the energy centers at the base of the spine and in the sexual and reproductive organs, just to bring acceptance and creativity. And then as you come to the center, just continue the opposite direction, still breathing in as you move forward and around, and out on your way back and around. Paying attention to each breath that you take. You may feel it in your belly. This is a very good exercise for your digestive system. It's beginning to work on the third chakra at the navel point, massaging all the internal organs. Inhale now as you draw your spine tall. Exhale as you just have a rest. Soft belly. Letting the energy settle within. And now just stroke your knees down onto your ankles, and we will go into the second exercise of the warm-up, the spinal flex. So as you breathe in, you draw your spine tall, shoulders staying right down the whole time, and the chin tucked back to the throat so the back of the neck is long. And as you breathe out, you round the spine, collapsing from the base of the spine. Inhaling tall and exhaling, rounding the spine. finding a smooth, continuous rhythm with your breath, going as slowly as you need to, building up, moving a little faster if you feel like it, following your breath. And you may like to visualize light in your spine as you're beginning to open up the spine more and more, moving the energy up to the third chakra, at the navel, and at the heart center, the fourth chakra. Just stroke your hands up to your knees and continue to flex the spine in the same way. You may feel it a little higher up in the back when you have your hands on your knees. And yogis really believe that the spine is the pathway to experiencing your true self, your consciousness, or your soul, or your spirit, or just being at peace with yourself. And that's why we move the spine so much in Kundalini Yoga, to really make use of all the energy resources within us. And the effects can be very energizing. You may achieve more each day as you start to practice Kundalini Yoga. And the next time that you breathe in and you draw your spine tall, bring the right arm up and out to the side. And as you breathe out, round the spine and bring the hand back down. Inhaling again, coming tall with the left arm up and out, and exhaling, rounding the spine. Feel yourself becoming taller and expanding with each breath. And perhaps you may feel like you're peeling away layers, just gently releasing yourself of any stress or worries. And this time, bring both arms up together as you breathe in. Open them out into a V. And as you breathe out, round the spine and bring the hands back down to your knees. Smiling, relaxing your face. And visualize yourself blossoming like a beautiful flower or a butterfly spreading its wings as you greet all that life has to bring you, opening up your heart center with every stretch and deep breath. Inhale deeply and hold the position. And exhale and relax. Just resting the hands down. Soft in your shoulders, relaxed in your face. The belly soft, feeling what you're feeling. And have a long, deep breath in. A long breath out. And we'll stay in this position for one more exercise, but if your legs are becoming a bit uncomfortable, you can always come to sit on your heels. The following exercise can be done either way. Sitting on your heels with your hands up on your shoulders, or coming back and carrying on sitting on your bottom with your legs crossed. The thumbs behind and the fingers in front, elbows lifted, the shoulders low, and as you breathe in, you twist to the left, and as you breathe out, twist to the right. Just bring your hands up now, touching the first finger and the thumb in Gyan Mudra, and keep on twisting a little longer, still breathing into the left, breathing out to the right. If you feel at all dizzy during this exercise, then just stop and breathe slowly and deeply, and using the eye focus, looking up between the eyebrows at the third eye point or the inner eye, can really help not to feel dizzy. Now inhale as you stretch both arms up over your head into the prayer pose, imagining drawing the energy up to your fingertips. Turn the palms away and exhale, slowly sweeping your arms down. And just relax there. Visualize all tension flowing out of your shoulders. And take a long, deep breath in and a full breath out. And you may feel like stretching your legs at this point, so just come to sit with your legs out in front of you and just shaking them up and down a few times from side to side. You may want to give your legs a good massage or just tapping, just to let the energy flow back into the legs. You might want to point and flex your feet a few times, circle them, wiggle your toes, and then make yourself comfortable drawing the flesh away from your sitting bones. Again, sitting the front half of your hips on the block if you need to use a block to help support the back, and your feet are flexed, and if you're comfortable in the lower back, you'll have your feet together, otherwise open the feet a little wider apart. Bring your arms to the side and inhale as you stretch up, long deep breath in, and as you breathe out, come down and just drop your hands. They may just come to your knees, your ankles, wherever they get to. If you can reach your toes, you may relax them on your toes or just grab hold of the big toe, and for a few moments just drop the head and relax into this posture, breathing deeply. Think of your inhale as a breath that expands you and lifts you. And your exhale is the breath of surrender that helps you to let go. Inhaling, expanding your belly. Exhaling, drawing your belly in. feeling the backs of the legs stretching out. Now just start to move the whole of the upper body, lifting up as you breathe in, drawing yourself forward and down as you breathe out. Just keeping the head still, the chin tucked in, and a sense of drawing your chest towards your toes. Inhaling up, exhaling forward, feeling the stretch down the backs of the legs, the sciatic nerve. When we practice this exercise, it helps us mentally to become less highly strung, more relaxed, just able to go with the flow. And if you feel like bouncing a little faster, a very gentle, soft movement, starting from your lower position, little bounces with your breath. Inhale, stretching tall, and exhale, and just come and sit and rest. And now bring your legs into an open, wide leg stretch. It doesn't matter how wide you can open them, just a comfortable distance apart. Again, using a block to lift the bottom slightly, the back of the bottom, if it helps you to come forward a little. And you can do this exercise in a more relaxed way, just having the hands resting down on your legs, or for a slightly more dynamic version, you bring your arms up over your head as you breathe in, interlacing the fingers with the index fingers pointing up. And as you breathe out, twist to the left and come forward and down over the left leg. Inhaling very tall to the center and exhaling to the right side. Inhale, tall. Exhale, relax your hands down. They may just come to your knees or your calves or possibly your toes. Wherever they get to, it doesn't matter. It's just about accepting your body, what it is and what it's able to do now, with gratitude, being kind to yourself, keeping the chin tucked back, the shoulders relaxed, and just gently bouncing up and down, lifting up as you breathe in, and drawing yourself forward and down as you breathe out. Being aware of the energy that you feel within you and aware of the space around you. You may like to bounce a little faster now. Inhale, just stretching out the upper body. Exhale, just gently bring your legs back into crossed legs or a preferred sitting position, and just rest. And now bring your hands onto your knees and we'll shrug out the shoulders. So as you breathe in, lift your shoulders up to your ears, and as you breathe out, just drop them down, completely letting go. Just start to bounce your shoulders up and down now as you breathe long and deep, just letting all tension flow out of your shoulders, just like a rag doll. And now roll your shoulders back. Lovely big circles with long deep breaths. Now squeeze your shoulders up, long deep breath in, holding the breath, letting the tension build up, and when you're ready to exhale, just blow out through your lips like a horse sneezing to release the tension in your jaw. And do that again, squeeze your shoulders up with a deep breath in. Letting the jaw stay very soft, bow your head, tucking the chin into the nook of the collarbone, lovely tall straight spine, and bring your arms across your heart center with the hands in the armpits and the thumbs out, bowing your head, breathing into the stretch in the back of your neck, and holding yourself with loving arms, with tenderness and acceptance. Try smiling to yourself with compassion as you begin to move your head now to the figure of 8, drawing the number 8 lying on its side, imagining your head as the pencil. Breathing deeply. Moving your head the opposite way. The figure of 8 is a way to focus the mind. If you have a very full, distracted mind and you need to settle it on one project or one thought, just try the figure of 8. Or you may like to try it before you go to bed at night to help you sleep, to help empty your mind a little, to feel peaceful. Inhale your head to the center. Exhale, relax your hands down and just sit, feeling whatever you're feeling. And have a lovely long deep breath in and a long breath out. And you may choose to finish the warm-up on this calm note, or you may like to finish with something quite invigorating called frog squats. Now, frog squats are done on the balls of your feet with the heels touching, the legs out and the fingertips for support, just like a frog. And as you breathe in, you stretch up, stretch out the legs, hanging the head down. And as you breathe out, you squat back down and lift the head so that the neck is straight. Inhaling up and exhaling down. So you may want to try 13 to begin with, or you might want to try up to 26 if you want to give yourself a challenge, or just do 1 or 2 and every day build up. So we'll see if we can do 26 today. And take a deep breath in, a long breath out. You might like to stretch your legs out a few times. And shake them up and down. And then just come and sit quietly for a few breaths. And you have come to the end of a very classic Kundalini Yoga warm-up that can be done as a practice on its own in the morning or before you go to bed at night, or any time in the day when you have 10-20 minutes to energize yourself and feel peaceful and relaxed. Now we're going to do the kneeling sun salutation, which is a gentler version of the standing sun salutation, and is a really lovely thing to do first thing in the morning you don't need a warm-up for it, or again any time during the day or before you go to bed. It opens up the spine, it opens up the energy centers of the chakras, and it stretches out the whole body, and it can be done in a very nice meditative way, especially once you get to know it. So just come and sit on your heels, and you need to leave a little bit of space between your toes and the back of your mat, as you tend to move backwards as you practice. So start by sitting on the heels, and if that's not comfortable you can start from the kneeling up position. So sitting tall, take a deep breath in and a long breath out. And as you inhale, you kneel up and stretch your arms up over your head, stretch out your throat. As you exhale, bow down into child's pose. Forehead resting on the floor, bottom on your heels. Inhale, come up into cow, arching the spine, opening up your belly, chest and throat. Curl your toes and exhale up and back into downward dog, and move your feet slightly back so that you don't get stuck in the next step, which is breathing in and bringing the whole body through, dropping the hips, shoulders down, looking up, and exhale up and back into downward dog. If that step is too difficult, you can either stay in downward dog or you can just come onto all fours, drop the hips and come back, or just stay on all fours. Otherwise, once you're up in downward dog, you inhale back into cow, looking up. Exhale into child's pose. Inhale your hands to the heart center. And exhale and relax. Inhale, stretching up. Exhale, bow down. Inhale onto all fours, opening up your belly, chest and throat. Curl your toes and exhale up and back into downward dog. Move the feet back and the heels down. Inhaling into upward dog. And exhale up and back. Inhale back into cow. Exhale into child's pose. Inhale your hands to the heart center. Exhale and relax. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhale onto all fours, unfolding the front of the body. Exhaling up and back into downward dog, feet back, heels down. Inhaling through into upward dog and exhaling back. Inhale onto all fours. Exhale into child's pose. Inhale your hands to the heart center. Exhale and relax. And we'll do one more time together. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhale onto all fours, looking up. Exhaling up and back into downward dog, feet back, heels down. Inhaling through into upward dog. Exhaling back, and if you want to have an extra stretch here, you might like to bring the right leg up towards the ceiling. Bend the knee and turn the knee out so that you have a good open stretch in the side and the hip. And then relax that foot down and bring the left leg up, and again opening up the hip. Relax that foot down. Take a deep breath in and long breath out. Inhale back onto all fours, opening up your belly, chest and throat. Exhaling into child's pose. Inhale your hands to the heart center. Exhale and relax. And just come to sit comfortably and take a few long deep breaths. finish the kneeling sun salutation, although you could continue and do as many rounds as you feel like. A very nice way to finish your yoga practice is to do a meditation, and today we're just going to do a very simple meditation for self-healing and bringing a sense of calm into body and mind and spirit using the mantra Sat Nam. Sat Nam is a mantra that we use a lot in Kundalini Yoga, and the words mean I am truth. Truth is my essence. And when you breathe it or you chant it, it helps to connect you to your true self. So this meditation can also be done before you go to bed at night, and the mantra can be used at any time in your daily life. Just sitting comfortably with your hands in Guyan Mudra, touching the first finger and the thumb together for calmness and wisdom. Closing your eyes and looking up if you're comfortable to the third eye point, just above the nose, between the eyes. Or you can always have your eyes half open, gazing down. All you do is simply inhale the sound Sat and exhale Nam. Let the mantra flow on your breath. You might visualize the words written. Inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam. Letting all your attention rest on the mantra. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back. I inhale Sat. I exhale Nam. Sat Nam. I am truth. Just letting the mantra soothe you and bring you to a place of peace. Now inhale long and deep. Exhale very fully. Relax your hands in your lap and just take a few moments to feel everything that you're feeling, without opinion, without judgment, just observing with compassion. And you may sit for as long as you like, or you may be ready to finish your yoga practice using the mantra Satnam to seal all that you have done, all the benefits of the yoga and the meditation into your consciousness. So we bring our hands together and rub them together a few times, placing them at the heart center, and we'll chant 3 times to finish. Satnam. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Satnam. And when you have finished your yoga practice, it's really beneficial to lie down for at least 3 minutes. If you've done a longer practice, ideally you would lie down for 11 minutes just listening to some nice music or a recorded yoga nidra, a guided relaxation. But try to find at least 3 minutes to rest after your practice, so that the body can restore, and so that the benefits of what you have practiced can realize themselves within you.